Good morning. Welcome to another day of Bible prophecy. Bible prophecy 2011, March 24th, 2011. My name is Prophet Curly Brazil. I am sent by God the Father preparing the way for the return of Jesus Christ, his Son. There are so many things that troubles me in the news media. It seems like it's a one-sided news media. But the part is they forget to understand their own makings, their own sin, their own glorification. Before I get started here, there's two parts that I want to bring to your mind in Bible prophecy. Let's go to Proverbs chapter 1, if you don't mind. The Proverbs of Solomon, the son of David, king of Israel, to know wisdoms and instruction, to perceive the word of understanding, to receive the instruction of wisdom, justice and judgment, and equity, to give subtle to the simple, to the young man knowledge and discretion. A wise man will hear and will increase learning, and a man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsel. Excuse me. To understand a proverb, the interpretation, the words of the wise and their dark saying. Excuse me. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. I want to stop right there for a minute, and I want to speak concerning these things because we have so many things that hand is unfolding themselves into today's prophets. There's also some parts in the Proverbs of Solomon where it says the season speaks concerning season of some things should take place. Everything is governed by a season, and this is where we supposed to be aware of. This is wisdom. And as we go through time, through Proverbs and in the due process of knowledge, we should be also aware to understand the season upon which we're in. You don't harvest during the planting season, and neither do you plant during the harvest season. Either way, it's not wise to do either. The planting season has its revelations, and so do the harvest season have its revelation. To take and discard and to plant out of season, it can come at a catastrophe, become a catastrophe for your crop. To harvest out of season, it too become a catastrophe to your crop. What I'm trying to say, Jesus created this earth from its foundation. He created signs and seasons upon which everything must travel through and take place. But he gave us a formality through a due process of time the things that would take place. And if we understand the formality upon which everything should take place, we can know what season we're in. But if we go and take upon our own mindset and do other things other than what God required us to do, we get caught up out of seasons. And once we do, we run here to and fro looking for wisdom, and we cannot find wisdom. We cannot find knowledge, and we cannot find a place of understanding. This is where we are today. Somehow, we are out of season. That's why the people who are not in Christ, who never listen to Christ or listen to God the Father, they do things out of season. And when they do things out of season, they transgress. We have to understand these things. Well, we at harvest season. We at the season upon which God promised that he would come through and he would harvest the grapes. He would separate the bitter grape from the wheat grape. Cast him the tree that bears not good fruit, he would cut it down and cast it into the fire. But he gave us an appointed time when he would do these things. But evil preachers will come along and tell you it's not time. They would be here at the time God would be tearing down the earth. And it would not stand because it was in the wrong season. Let's go back to Genesis 15, 9-10, where God spoke concerning the planning of this garden of the human race upon the face of earth. After things he spoke to Adam and Eve, told them not to take on the tree of knowledge of good and evil. The people's taking on this. Adam and Eve also taking on this. When the new manner of people, they enhanced it, they took it on it abundantly. And done this, they transgressed, they veered out of the course of eternal life by going and taking on the educational system which was created by the tree of knowledge, good and evil. They looked at the good part of the knowledge, which it will enhance their ability to understand certain things, but it would bring the good to the flesh, but in the end, it would become a curse because it would create out of malice. It would create jealousy and make man go according to his own heart. But God set these in the standards and told this man that do not take of these things. Well, I want to go to the second part of Genesis 15, 9-10. Go to Exodus. It's the second part contained there. Go to Exodus 29, where the heifer, the she-goat, and the ram transcend into another phase of Bible prophecy. And done this, it was just like space shuttle transformed from one stage vehicle to another stage vehicle. He said, get me 2 rams and a bullocks. This was the heifer, the she-goat, and the ram. The heifer, the she-goat, and the ram. Yes, that's correct. But these was the main sacrifice, which would be 3 males. 2 rams, which would symbolize John the Baptist, Jesus Christ, and my